There's always a discussion going on about guitar tone, and the most common discussion argument I see is always about the wood of guitar. And what do I think about the whole topic? Nobody's asked me, but I don't really care what kind of wood my guitar is using. I just like something light and that is durable and it doesn't fall apart. That's all I really care about. But that's not what we're talking about today. I want to talk about speakers. Before we get going, I think the speakers in your amplifier have the largest single impact on guitar tone. And you can agree with me or not, it's just my personal opinion. And then probably pickups, and I'm sure the rest of the guitar components play a minuscule, wafer thin factor, but I think it's really tough to demonstrate those differences, so that's not what I'm trying to do. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. What has the biggest impact on your guitar tone? Your electric guitar tone, right? So I have my Rev D25 that they sent me last year, and it's awesome. You can check out the full video later. Huge thanks again to Rev for sending me that amp. It's one of my favorites. And it comes stock with a Celestion Vintage30 8-ohm 12-inch speaker. And I was thinking once in a while, like once a week, I was thinking, how much different can the amp sound with another 12-inch speaker? So I got in touch with my friends at Sweetwater, and I said, can you send me a handful of speakers and then I can compare them in the D25 and mic it with a ROYER R10 ribbon mic, which always sounds great. And they said, yeah, they did say yeah. So huge thanks to Sweetwater for sponsoring the video and sending over these monster speakers. And here's how, you know what I mean? So here's what we have lined up. Celestion Ruby, Celestion Greenback, a Jensen C12Q, an Eminence Cannabis Rex, and then the stock Celestion Vintage30. Here's what I have planned. Hold on to your speakers. No, hold on to your amplifiers. I'm going to install each speaker and then play around with the amp settings and dial in something I like and just see how they compare, in real time. And then we're going to do something called reamping, which means I'm going to send a direct, clean guitar signal into my computer, capture it, and then shoot it back out into the amp and then recapture that. So I have the exact same guitar playing in each instance, and then we can run it through each speaker and compare exactly how different they are. So there's no variance in my playing, and then I'll use the R10 ribbon mic to capture that back into my computer. And I'll just be using one guitar to keep everything simple, Heritage H535, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite guitars ever. It's just always in tune and it plays great. So this is a big project, and it's going to take me a while. So once I've done that, I'll provide the raw audio files as well, like the WAV files. I'll provide links in the description. You can go grab them if you want to hear them in your own setup, because sometimes YouTube and maybe you're listening on your phone, there's all these variances, right? Maybe you're not getting the cleanest sound, but you want to actually compare those speakers, so I'll provide those files. Let's actually go and play with the speakers, and then we'll go noodle on the floor. That sounds wrong. All right, if you say I didn't tune, there you go, I tuned it. Okay, so I've got this guitar plugged in and I got the first speaker loaded. Eminence Cannabis Rex. I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about each one. 50 watt, it's a monster. Let's do some clean and let's do some dirty stuff. And then I'll give you my real-time perspective on what I think this speaker sounds like. So, and I'm gonna max it out too. So I've got the decibel meter set up. And if you don't like the way it looks, then close your eyes. If you don't like seeing numbers changing, right? I don't know. What else can I say? All right, let's get some clean tones. First, we'll max it out with the clean. put the gain on. Let's see what kind of gainy stuff we can get. All right, it's loud. I think you could tell that. Woolly, that's the first word that comes to mind. It's woolly, it's big, it's woolly. All right, let's go on to the next one. Okay, next on the block, Greenback. So the Greenback is a 25 watt. So we'll do the max out with the clean. Okay, it's interesting. It was rattling it. Now let's max out. We'll do some dirt. We'll put on the gain, boost. Doesn't like that. You can see the clipping there. How would I describe that? Just based on that, gritty, out of control kind of. It wasn't, this cabinet wasn't handling it well. It was clipping a lot and a lot of vibrations. So like the resonant frequencies, from my layman's term, that speaker makes pieces rattle inside here, even when it wasn't at the max level. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, time for the Jensen. This is a Jensen C12Q, 35 watt. My only experience with Jensen speakers has been with Princeton models. Max out the clean. gain boost. It. Cool. Okay, how would I describe it? Brighter, less of a bassy low end, sparkly. I guess sparkly would be the term. It wasn't clipping the amp. The cabinet was able to handle the rattle, like it wasn't rattling, I mean. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's one of my favorites so far. One of my favorites. I've only done 3, but it's one of, I'd say of the 3 so far, it's my favorite. So let's go. Let's move on. If you're watching this and saying, hey, why are you playing on the floor? Because I have the amp on the floor, so it's just easier to reach the knobs. Keep it simple, you stupid assholes. We got 2 more. This is the second last one. This is a Celestion Ruby, 35 watt, and it's relatively new to me. It could be the big brother to the Alnico Blue because it's an Alnico magnet. It's got more power handling. I think the blue is 25, if I remember correctly. And yeah, so take that out for a second. Let's just hear it. Let's just hear it a bit. Give it full volume. I think it sounds like it's breaking up a bit earlier than some of the other ones. Anyway. Clip there for a second. Let's give it the max gain boost. Pretty cool. I was actually able to hear the I felt the wind. I felt the wind, and it wasn't me. No, I felt the air moving. It was pushing the air pretty hard. I said the last one, the Jensen, I really liked. I really liked this one. It wasn't doing the crazy stuff that the Greenback was doing. Greenback was like rattling and just going nuts. This one has like a crazy low and crunch. Nice and crunchy. Yeah, pretty cool. We got one left. We got the original stock speaker that's going back in, and let's get going. This is it. This is the Celestion Vintage 30? Question mark? No, it is. That's what it is. It's the stock speaker. Max it out with the clean. see that? Okay, let's try with the gain boost now. I saw 122 there. That could have been the feedback from the guitar though. There we go. That's all 5. The V30 sounds really good. I kind of understand. I don't know how many speakers Rev tested with the amp. They probably know. Hopefully, maybe they didn't. I don't know. If anybody at Rev ever sees this video, send help, please. I'm trapped in this room. No, but seriously, if you guys do watch this, let me know. How many speakers did you test out? And why did you settle on that one? There's probably a video out there. You guys already answered this, but it's really balanced and it handled maxed out just fine. Okay, it's time to reamp with each speaker. So the settings, the D25, I'm going to be using 25 watt mode always. For the clean tones I'm trying to capture, no gain button will be enabled. And then for the dirt, I'll always have the gain boost button enabled. What do I think? So, and I'm going to try, I just did this over the past like 3 hours. Of the 5, the one that I would say did not work, the Greenback. Greenback, just cranked anyways. Maybe at lower volumes it's okay. My favorite, my 2 favorites, what was the first one? God, the first one was the Eminence. I'd say that was my, okay, the Greenback didn't work. I'd say the Cannabis Rex was my least favorite. And my 2 favorites would be, well, it'd be top 3. This is weird. I don't really know how to, not in any order. I guess my 3 favorites, the Jensen, the Ruby, and the V30. And the other 2 I would let go. What are my thoughts now after hearing, I've just heard in the room, I haven't listened to the playbacks yet, so I'm going to provide those. You can go check out, I'll put links to it if you want to get those files. They're going to be the raw wave files of the audio that I've captured. the clean and the dirty, and then you can go and compare and see what you like the best. Speakers, definitely a huge part of your tone. How much as a percentage, I don't know. I'm not a Scientologist. I can't answer that kind of stuff. I just know from playing different speakers over the years, some sound good and some don't. And it's a personal preference. So you might have not liked any of these, or you might have loved all of them. I don't know. But also, maybe this sounds better with those speakers. Again, huge thanks, Sweetwater, for sponsoring the video. Go check out my links if you want to get any of this stuff. And of course, leave a comment. Let me know which one you thought was the best. And what's your thought on the whole Tonewood speaker, pickups, guitar components? What is the biggest factor that shapes your guitar tone? To you, for electric guitar, right? Okay, not acoustic. And that's where we're going to end this. And as always, play guitar and have fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.